Hello everyone and welcome back in a new episode of our Minecraft series. Today we are here back into our winter wonderland because it is the second day, well, the second week of Advent. So we have to light the second candle, slowly making our way up to the fourth one, which will then signify the incoming arrival of Christmas. And it will be also our, let's say, last episode before Christmas. Instead of Nightmare before Christmas, we have a last episode before Christmas. Okay, so in today's episode we are here in our winter wonderland because it is a tradition of ours, of I believe most of the people here in Italy, of building putting together the Christmas tree on the 8th, or at least not before the 8th of December. I know a lot of people who do that. Maybe it's just a thing of ours, of my part of Italy, and don't know about the rest, and don't care. Okay, so I already went ahead and gathered a couple of materials over here. I plan on building here a nice custom built fir tree, decorated with some end rods. As a treetop star, I'm going to use a very dangerous ender crystal, but I still have to gather a couple of things more, because getting decorations for the tree is not that easy, because there aren't many blocks you can place on top of leaves. And so I thought to myself, I might get some flowers and basically use flower pots as let's say, decoration materials. Unfortunately, I do not have like custom heads. I might try and add them using a data pack, but you have to let me know. While I am getting back towards home, as a bit of a side note, I wanted to tell you that we are currently in 1.21.4. So this means that it was added in our world to the new spooky biome of the Pale Garden. So it's a thing that we'll have to add to our signboard. But we didn't even get a chance to explore the 1.21.3 content, which is the trial chambers. So we have a lot of exploration ahead of us. Maybe in the next episode. It's beginning to look a lot like a time lapse. Okay, so I've chosen to go with this little time lapse, so showing you how I built our Christmas tree, because building organic looking trees, it's always a hassle. You can see that I have started with a little bit of the roots, and then I built up the trunk, the main, let's say, piece. And pay attention, because what I've done here is I want that, well, this tree is not a straight, let's say, upstanding tree. It is a leaning tree. So I wanted to make it this purposely irregular tree, because I thought it would look best for breaking up, for differentiating from the naturally generating trees of Minecraft, which are surrounding it, and in the end it's going to look very good. Once I am done with placing the trunk for the most part, it's time to move on with the foliage. Notice how the lower branches, well, the branches facing towards, say, the mountain are placed lower, while the one facing the valley, the mountainside, are leaning upwards. This helps to sell all this figure of this inclinate tree, this wonkiness, which helps bring tying together all the, let's say, organicness of the tree. Now it's time for putting up the leaves. I always start first by covering up the entire wood first, and then it's a very lengthy process of adjusting the shape of the overall foliage in a way, because you want the tree to be like a cone-shaped tree. We are building a fir tree for a Christmas tree, so it has a very specific shape. It has to respect. You can see me now correcting, keeping on correcting the entire shape, and adding a leaf here, a leaf there, because we have to make it nice, cone shaped, but also while also keeping it leaning. Welcome back, and here we have it, our happily handcrafted spruce tree. You can see it. I'm pretty happy with it. In the end, it turned out quite well. I really wanted to go for this weird, let's say, bent shape. You can see that it is not like perfectly upstanding, like a normal, let's say, fir woods or also big ones, but it has this leaning shape. It is leaning towards the mountain, as of mimicking the wind that comes up from the valley below and always pushes it over. Now, the only thing that I'm missing is actually the decorations. And for that, I'll have to go home and gather a couple of things more. But, oh yeah, I also added in the famous pond. But I am not going to decorate it very heavily. Originally, I had some various ideas, and I carried out a couple of tests in a creative world. And in the end, a Christmas tree with less, let's say, decorations, with more decorations of the same kind, looks way better than a tree with all sorts of miscellaneous items plopped on top of it. I have already carried over our very dangerous treetop star, and also androids for decoration. The only thing I'm lacking at the moment is a thing that we have been farming like there was no tomorrow, and I have to get some red flowers for that. Wait, we have the... right, we have poppies. It should be... yes, it's fall, so... the one time that we actually use this, let's say, poppy storage. What I want to craft to put on top of our tree are candles. We don't have any strings, because... well, let's meet over to the bee farm for showing you, actually. Okay, here we are. So here we have our secret door, because you can see that our farm has been producing a lot, and that's basically all my philosophy when it comes to Minecraft farming. Rather than making big bulky farms that instantaneously produce a lot of stuff and which require a lot of resources to be built, I prefer rather making some little small farm and have them running ever since they are built. And over the time, eventually, we will find ourselves overflowing with resources. I specifically chose these red candles because we are going to use androids as a white paint, let's say, so as a white touch on our Christmas tree, and therefore having another color complement it. Have the green of the leaves, the white of the androids, and the red of the candles. Albeit, let's move over there, and then we can see how to decorate the tree. Okay, let's get out all the decorations. Now, for what concerns placing, you want to place these blocks down evenly distributed over the entire foliage of our tree. I'm starting first with androids because they are the easiest, definitely, to place. Because the issue is that candles do not go on top of leaves. Instead, it's going to be a bit of a finicky process because we will have to break the block, put down a temporary solid block, put the candles on top, break the solid block, and replace the leaves. It's going to take quite a lot, so I'll spare you this ordeal, and we'll meet back up once we put down our treetop star. Okay, so here we are again. The tree is fully decorated. Hooray! And you can see that it's quite simple for a decoration. As I already said previously, I didn't want to do something too elaborated, too fancy, too detailed, because in the end it would ruin the feel of nature, of crudeness, quote, of the tree itself. Now, the only detail which is still missing is actually the treetop star. And I wanted to wait for you to put it up together and hopefully not blowing up ourselves. But also because I wanted to... How can I put it? I wanted to motivate why I chose this and this crystal rather than some more, let's say, modern amethyst star. I've looked online on YouTube a lot, and there were various different, let's say, suggestions, various different ideas for how to decorate a tree, and in a lot of them they used amethyst clusters as let's say as a way of mimicking the actual treetop star. But I have always used an end crystal, and so it shall be. Ooh. One last thing that we have to do it nearby, but we have to place down definitely lightning rod. This is because I've tested also in the very same creative world, and lightning rods are able to trigger end crystals exploding, and I wouldn't want that on our nice Christmas tree. Let's get a panoramic view of it, like from over here. Hello, look at that. It's quite nice. From the distance, unfortunately, you don't see all the various sparkles that it features, namely the flames of the candles and the sparkles of the end rods. It's very simple, very, very simple. But unfortunately, I wanted to use leaves to keep, let's say, the originality of the truth of a fir tree. And unfortunately, on leaves, it's almost impossible to find blocks that are possible to put on leaves. So, now that this is out of the way, we can already update our little signboard. We have our Christmas tree. Off camera, or at least in the coming days, I will have to put down some gifts underneath our tree for completeness, but it's stuff that I plan on doing off camera. So I thank you for having followed me until this moment. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode, and subscribe if you wish to see more like them. Be sure to check out my Italian videos if you understand Italian, and I will wait for you in the next episode. Bye bye.